We're doing it.
Hello. Welcome back.
Welcome back, Pusher Guard Gaming Timone Show. Yep, that's what we're doing.
Yep.
Yay!
Show again.
You don't need to hear the intro again.
We just want to kick it off with welcome back.
Welcome back.
Dude, if we had to do my 11-second intro for every single one of these, it'd be a pain in the ass.
You could just cut the audio,
Don't
man.
do that. Don't do-
No, I'm only gonna play it once. I don't even play the whole thing. I just leave it. Like I had a buddy make an animation for me, and I just have that just as the background for my show while I do the audio and stuff. So like, if I was to do that for every single one of these, that'd be delicious.
We've got a few
Too legit to
intros
quit.
for our
So
show.
stupid. I liked your intro for the ones we watched before we recorded this one, and I like that.
You like it?
I mean,
Yeah.
I've got about 5 or 6. It depends on the game, on what one I pick. But they're just basically songs that we wrote together or separate that were like, we needed like 20 seconds of music, so we created the music, and then I took some video game clips and just threw them together, and yeah, so then we get our intros.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, I think I need a new one since I've been using the same ones for a while, but you know, we'll see.
Yeah, we're kind of coming into a mode where we're gonna start updating
Life's been pretty
things.
dang
Yeah,
busy lately.
it has been.
Oh man, I believe I might have to cancel 2 of my shows on my channel just because I've been getting busy. So
Yeah.
I
Man, working full time plus is really. I mean, I'm working 9.5 hours a day, 6 days. No, yeah,
I'm working
9.5
10.
hours a day, 5 days a week, and then 8.5 to 6 a day.
The
So
the last 2 weeks, I've worked 10 hours every day and 8 on Saturday.
and then last week I was doing 12-hour days.
I'm not as rough as you guys.
Dude, it sucks.
But
So you still work with like.
I did have to turn down a $30 an hour gig because I was already scheduled to work at my current job, and I don't know anybody there. Like since I'm new, I didn't know anybody there well enough to like dude, I'll pay you $50 and like to cover my shift and whatever, because I'm gonna make $30 an hour at 13 hours. You know, like. I'm like, oh yeah, I could easily pay someone $50 and just make a whole bunch of money.
Much more money. Definitely.
Off of my $8.50 or whatever an hour that I get at the grocery store.
So, which one do you work at now?
The one we worked at, dude.
Oh,
So you know, like Rhonda.
Rhonda works at the.
I don't know Rhonda.
She works at the service desk now. Only
I might know
every
her.
once
She
in a
might
while.
come up to me.
You know Lawrence, right?
Oh man.
Oh, I have a good Lawrence impression. Hold on.
dude,
hold
we
on.
all
several
do.
of 'em.
Hold
we
on.
all
I
do.
can sound.
We gotta explain
Hold on,
for
hold
the
on.
people
Is it
who
like,
he
does
is.
it go like this? I'm just checking
Hold
your
on.
eggs.
We gotta explain to the audience who he is, though.
No. All right. To audience, have you watched the movie American Splendor? And there is a character that is exactly like Lawrence in that shit.
Lawrence has like Asperger's.
Yeah,
or
do
something.
you know what
He's got
Asperger's
something.
is?
It's Asperger's is kind of like autism, but it's not
Little
entirely.
Right. It's a different. It's when someone kind of has a mind that focuses. It focuses on like one aspect of life, and the other aspects it has a hard time grasping.
So
like being social, like the social aspect of life, is really hard for people with Asperger's to understand. Like what is normal and what is not.
So like after shopping at Schnucks for a long time, I knew who Lawrence was or whatever, but my first encounter with him as an employee
My first encounter
with him as an employee at Schnucks was I walk into the break room, I'm putting my coat away, and he's sitting there doing some research about a history book.
He's obsessed with history. This
he's
guy's like
he's writing a history book.
The Civil War. The Civil War especially.
1776.
He's like, so
This is his voice too, by the way.
So I'm writing a book here about the American history, and it's going to be in 3 volumes, and this first one's probably going to be about 873 pages.
873.
What are some of his?
I might need more binders.
Did you say that?
Yeah.
What are some of his jokes, man? Like, he looks at eggs. Every time eggs come through the line, he opens up and he's like,
I'm just checking
I've been
your
doing
eggs.
this for 20 years and I've never missed one or something like that, right?
He's actually a little bit shy of his 20-year mark. So
Okay.
yeah,
19 years.
yeah.
Nothing gets past these eagle eyes. That's what he says. Does he still say that?
No, he's like, when the shredded cheese, I want the whole cheese, nothing but the cheese and the whole.
He's got new ones.
Oh man, he's got new ones.
When he'd pull out the
Okay.
he'd do if you get corn that comes through your line, he'd be like, I see all these, but where's the kernels? Something like that. Freaking hilarious.
Okay, let's
He almost lost it
let's
over there.
specify to our audience. Let's like be straight with our audience. We know that it's not fun to make fun of disabled people.
No,
Oh,
but,
but
no,
this
but
guy-
he knows when he's being hilarious, dude. Like this dude, Lawrence is totally self-aware. I was in the line today buying these Sam Adams.
Okay.
And he's like, oh, I've never seen these cookies before. I've yet to try these. And I'm all like, I call BS, Lawrence. Like, I know that you subscribe to the cookie catalog, or you're on every cookie bulletin on the internet. And he just started cracking up, and he was laughing his ass off. So like,
That's funny. He's a riot.
When
dude,
we
but
worked there, man.
he's almost kind of scary when he gets mad though.
He's totally self-aware.
Oh, yeah,
of, of what he's doing.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
totally. To a
When we
degree.
worked there, he had lines that you could guarantee
He
would
was gonna say, yep.
Like if someone was buying a brownie mix or butter,
Yeah.
he would go, you know what my father puts on his brownies? He puts butter on his brownies.
Yep.
I just heard that. I just heard that one. I just heard that one like last week.
His parents passed away a few years ago.
Yeah.
So that
Quite a
kind
while
of
ago.
sucks.
They died while we were still there.
Yeah, I
didn't
think so. And
Um,
he lives by himself.
Does he live? Do you
I
know
thought
anything
he
about
lived with
him?
his mom.
Maybe. No,
Maybe
I know.
she didn't
well,
die.
does
I don't
she-
know, but I'm pretty sure his
But-
dad died for sure.
Yeah.
But the best bit he's been doing lately
He's-
is I can't believe that April Fool's Day is Easter Sunday. I can't.
Oh.
Like nobody should be playing any pranks on Easter Sunday.
Easter falls on the first full moon of April, doesn't it? Something like that.
Easter is on April Fool's Day.
Yeah, but there's a reason
Yeah.
Easter shows up on the day it's on. It's like the first full moon
Yeah.
after the summer solstice, or
Something like
or
that.
spring, or
I
April,
thought it.
or something.
I thought it was 3 days after Ash Wednesday
Throw in
or whatever.
throw in a
but-
comment if you know the answer to that.
Yeah. Nasser, I know you know. You're religious, kind of. he's
Oh,
the only
some guy?
listener I have.
Oh.
The only listener you have.
The only commenter I have.
Lawrence, he's freaking hilarious. Man.
Yeah, he would always check the eggs. Ice cream. There was one about ice cream, wasn't there?
Oh yeah, when I was a bagger for 2 days and they didn't tell me to check the eggs. Apparently that's something you got to do.
You have to do that now.
Like
We
apparently
never
that's
used to
something.
check him.
because-
He's the only one. who
Because
ever
I had a
checked 'em.
I had a bagger the other day that checked the eggs and he found one of them was broken in the
Okay.
thing and I was all like, oh, you
Pe-
know, and I
people
was
would
all
be
like,
tripping
I was
balls
like,
about
right
those
on.
eggs.
But the customer didn't even care. She's like, whatever, it's for my kids.
Oh man.
They all eat the same garbage.
I can't dude, there used to be so many lines that Lawrence would say, and I can't think of any of them right now. Like,
Oh, dude.
just the butter
One
on
of those
the
geese
brownies.
hissed at me.
Oh, that's freaking
The
funny.
butter on the brownies, the eggs, though, man, those are classic. Or eagle eyes. Almost nothing gets past these eagle eyes. Oh, I figured it out, guys. Look at this.
You got to climb over that rock.
I gotta
Oh,
go
you got to go all the
around
way
it.
around. Oh,
Yeah.
jeez. Prince
Wow.
of Persia.
Heck yeah, my guy kind of looks like that guy, dude.
Kind
he
of.
does,
Look
yeah.
at my guy.
That
he's
with Link.
He's totally a Jake Gyllenhaal wannabe.
That's
They took like 10 different characters to smash him into
Wow,
this guy.
finally. Oh, man.
Yeah, next we're going to have Alundra.
After the rain.
We already have
is
Legend of
falling.
Zelda, we have Skyrim, we have Prince of Persia. Dude, we're going to have Alundra in this game next.
Alundra, dude. Yeah, it's kind of is Alundra like.
So you mean to tell me that Lawrence does not say almost nothing gets past these eagle eyes?
I haven't heard it
anymore?
yet. I haven't
Dude,
heard
he
it yet.
has
He
to
bagged
say
for
it.
me a lot. So
Dude, he used to. That was his #1 line.
Next time you see him, dude, if you should be like, "Hey, Lawrence, have you ever missed any of the eggs?" Just ask him, just like, "Have you ever missed any cracked eggs?" Probably be like, "Well, let me tell you,
almost
nothing gets
past
past these eagle eyes." That used to be his most famous line, man. Totally.
That's totally.
Just get him to say it. Just be like, "Hey, Lawrence, you ever missed any
Dude,
cracked eggs?"
I'm good at baiting him for good jokes. So like.
Definitely. He used to be.
If he's working with me, dude, 'cause I know he's 100% entertaining. So I'm really good at getting him to just go on. And
Oh yeah, he is a guy. He does like. He's got this like. I think he does truly enjoy like working there.
Oh,
even
yeah.
as long as
he does.
has.
He's worked there. That's his first job ever.
First and only.
First and
huh?
only
Yeah.
job.
I knew that he.
Well, that's because
back
he-
in the day,
he
was-
got
He
in
said,
there-
"I'm gonna work here till the day I
He
retire."
never used to say that. He used to say different things.
That's
but
because. Ooh, here we
he's
go, guys.
accepted
Check
his
it out.
fate.
Finally. What?
I said he's accepted his fate.
Well, he got through. He got there through a program that they used to have at the high school where they would help people with mental disabilities find jobs.
Yeah.
He used to get in trouble a lot too.
Oh, dude, he's told me. He's all
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I ran my mouth off before.
Yeah,
and I
he-
was suspended for 3 days."
Yeah, he told me about that. I went through there a lot.
I'm like, dude, I am totally calling BS on you right now, Lawrence.
I went in there like 2 weeks ago and I ran into him. He told me that. He told me he got suspended for a few days.
Yeah.
What did he say? Did he?
I don't know. It was before my
Well,
time.
You know, do you remember KB?
Before my
Dust?
time.
No names. KB. Kenneth.
Maybe.
He-
Oh yeah!
He used to get suspended all the
Oh
time.
man, they
And
were
there was-
best buddies.
There was a point where he.
Barnyard.
Yeah, barnyard.
Luckily for me, I don't
He-
drink any alcohol.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right. That dude's pounding him the moment he gets home. Either that or he's pounding something else. I don't know.
He gets
I
high.
remember times when Lawrence had crushes on women.
Oh
and all
yeah,
kinds of
man. He
stuff.
used to get like super mad. Like he was kind of scary, like the anger he would get. But I can only imagine his frustration. He's probably never been laid ever, you know, and all that.
And he's older than me by like a year or two, so he's got to be 37.
Yeah, he's just.
He's something like that because I have.
He's literally gonna be the 40-year-old
I
virgin.
hang out.
Yeah,
I
no
hang
joke.
out with the guy that works in produce over
Uh-huh.
there, and he went to high school with Lawrence, and he says.
What's his name?
Eric.
Eric.
I don't know his last
Okay.
name.
We don't want to use last names anyway.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's what I don't use. I don't use last names in my show either. I just introduce everybody by their first name.
Yeah,
and,
for sure.
You guys can
Anyways.
push the core gaming. There's
We're
multiple
always
entities.
pushing the core with multiple. what?
Well, we just had an episode where we talked about our friend who has done some porn because she moved to Los Angeles, and we slipped and said her first
AKA
name,
Chad.
but we're not going to use her. We're not going to use her last name, but
Yeah.
we slipped and used her first name. And I had to ask her if it was okay. She said, if you could change it, please. And I said, well, I don't think anybody... She's only concerned about her parents finding out about
Which
it.
is never gonna happen.
Yeah.
on
Which
our
is never
channel.
going to happen.
No.
So she hasn't...
They already know.
I sent her a link to the episode. She hasn't responded back
Parents
to
know
me.
Really?
everything.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I feel like I was a little rude. I apologize. I
That
don't
thing
know.
has
I was just kind
bullets?
of just rambling, running my mouth a little too much. So,
Because
but that happens
Justin's ex-
sometimes.
what the heck?
She's
What's
my
up with the
ex-girlfriend, and I don't know. I felt like I was a little rude, which
Thou cannot
I
aim
This is a
for
apologize.
as
Simon
vitals
Hedgehog
as
villain.
thou art now. So what am I supposed to do?
You gotta shoot him in his eye sockets, right
It
there.
says not to aim for his vitals.
he's the first Colossus with like glowing energy on him. Is he? What number
This
is
isn't-
he?
It's underneath, dude. Look, it's showing underneath the water.
What number is
Oh,
he?
then you gotta swim
12.
underneath. And
He's
start
the last
attack-
one. No, there's 16, right?
I'm hurting.
Hurting for a squirting.
See my health?
All right, so we are.
You gotta
fif-
swim
oh man, I
underneath.
didn't even ask the question. We're already 15 in.
Well, I'll pick a question out of the whole thing we've talked about.
Okay.
Do you know anyone with Asperger's? And what are some things? What is
Asperger's.
their primary interest in their lives, because
Yeah.
Asperger's people
usually excel.
really excel at one thing, and that is what their main interest is. Like, I know Lawrence, the guy we've been talking about all
likes
episode,
history.
he loves history. He wanted to be a history teacher, but he couldn't pass the community
Math class.
the community college we have here in Rockford is Rock Valley College, and he couldn't pass the math because math is like his nemesis.
An arch enemy.
Yeah, and he failed it so many times he was unable to pass it because there's like a limit to how many times you can take it.
Yeah.
Something like that.
So he can't become a history teacher because of that, even though he would probably make one of the best history teachers.
I don't know
ever.
Yeah, but
anybody
kids would
with
be walking all over him.
Asperger's, but I used to babysit a kid with autism, and he liked video games, and he liked associating the characters with the video games with people that he knew in real life. Like if he was playing Jack and Daxter, I would be Jack and he would be Daxter. He would be the sidekick to me, being Jack or whatever. And but this kid was also like a super genius and with his academics for like with the grade school and everything.
Pinball wizard.
Yeah, he was awesome.
All right, so thanks again for watching us here at Push the Core Gaming and the Timone Show. You know what? I'm a dick. Thanks for watching us here at the Timone Show, and
With our special Push the Core Gaming guests.
yeah, with a special Push the Core Gaming guest. We'll catch you guys on the next one. So come back.
Interpret it either way you want, because it's a crossover. Nobody's dominant.
Okay.
Who's on top?
That's what she wondered.
Let's just cuddle.